Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, What If Guy here, back at it again with another part to What If Deku what if Deku had a yandere, my bad. Where we last left off was Zuko being kidnapped, and yeah, let's start out there. So after Zuko got kidnapped, Rose is crying, she's screaming out, Deku, all the typical things you would do when you see your boyfriend or someone you care about get kidnapped, and you couldn't do nothing to help. So she is like, after it took them a while to calm her ass down. As of so that happens, right? Afterwards, she calmed down. She wants, she's asking, did they find where Zuki is or tracking him down? Momo let her know that no, they haven't found him yet, but they're still looking. And she's like, oh, I see. She's sad right now, right? She's thinking in her head, if they lay one finger on my Zuko, I will kill them all. I will kill them all. And yeah. So, after that, on my Aizawa, everyone's looking. They told, his father that his son got kidnapped. His father obviously didn't take it too well. He's like he made it seem like he took it well, but as soon as he closed the door, all they hear was things being tossed, things being broken, thrown, fucking everything, right? He was raging. He's like, what? How the fuck? Like shit like that. He's very pissed off right now. He can't do nothing. He wish he can, but he can't do nothing. As of that happens. Now you do have a cut to Ezekiel. As of he hears a female voice saying, "Wakey, wakey, come on, wake up!" As she slaps him around. I said, "Wake up!" As he wakes up. What happened? Where am I? Who are you? As she's like, "Well, you finally wake up, huh, cutie?" As he's like, "What? What are you talking about?" As though she's like, "Well, you are in our base, and we kidnapped you, so you are ours. Now, we're gonna do a little experiment on you. Is that okay?" And she's like, "That's not okay. Why would you even ask?" "Of course it's not." She's like, "Oh, so it's okay. Okay, I see. Dobby, can you bring in the flames?" That was like, "I am the flame, woman." "What now, Toga? You're ruining my nap time." "Oh, he's awake. I see." And she's like, "Yeah, he's awake." And she's like, "Who are you guys?" And she's like, "Well, I'm Toga, and this is my friend Dobby." Dobby's like, "We're not friends, Toga. We're just acquaintances. We just had to deal with each other." And Toga's like, don't be like that. Don't be like a sourpuss. You know you love me." And Dobby's like, "Toga, what do you want? You want me to burn him? Something? You know you can do your own thing, right? You can cut him up too." And she's like, "Yeah, I know, but I want to hear him scream more with your fire." And she's like, "Very well then. Here." As he just starts burning Zuko. He's like, Zuko's screaming out in pain. "Ah!" And she's like, clapping her hands like, "Yay, yay, yay, more." And he's like, "No, Toga, how the boss will get." As sure I wasn't like, I see you two are having fun with our new experiments." And Dick is like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm the leader of this wonderful group. Although my master, he's the leader of this organization of this. I'm the leader of these two and more. The one who kidnapped you? Yeah, I'm their boss." And Dick's like, "What do you want from me? Let me go. The heroes will come get you." She was like, the heroes. Yeah, they're not gonna come get you anytime soon, by the way. So you might as well just sit tight and relax. We're gonna do little experiments on you. We want to know if you can hold more than your original quirks were. before you turn into a mindless, disgusting creature. It's just like, oh, what? You mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, that little Nomu guy we made? Yeah, we're gonna turn into that. Or hopefully, you don't. And Sticker's like, you villain. And Sticker's like, wait till I get out of here. Off one like clap his hands like, oh, it's gonna be so fun breaking you, young hero. Shall I say Zuko Midoriya, son of, dare I say it, my well, one of my younger members of the family, Hisashi Midoriya. I think like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh boy, he didn't tell you. Well, you see, I am what you can call your grandfather. As you know, Jacob's like, wait, what? And he's like, they must have told you that your grandfather died, or went, or never came back. Am I right? And Jacob's like, yeah, you can't be. They did say you was a little, what, villainy? They all right, my boy. It's so nice to see my grandson just look at you. Powerful quirks, I assume. Well, you did inherit this from me after all. Anyways, you're going to do whatever your grandfather tells you to. It's always nice to respect the elders and listen to them for wisdom. As they say, they're right. You are a crazy lunatic. Let me go. I'll kill you. As no, for what you did to my family. It's, awful. Like, that little innocent one I killed. Well, your mother? That's nothing. Or the one where I killed, what was her name? Your cousin? I forgot. But yeah, it's just like, you bastard. How could you? And awful like, just to make sure that you grew up less family members, or just for the fuck of it, that because they were so close to you and your father, I just had to. I don't like your father to have no nice things. That's why I decided to kidnap you, my boy. Also, it's a miracle that you survive with only 4 quirks, that is. Let's see how high that number can get, shall we? As you know, they're all laughing. He just paused. He just doesn't have nothing to say. That's awful. Was like, Oh, you always may be wondering about that young girl. What was her name? Rose Silver. I think I heard that name before. Oh, that's right. Her mother. Well, her mother was something else. One of the best, actually. She always went after that, chased that boy named Jacob. Pretty, but she finally managed to get with him, I guess. Over the years, he probably realized to just give up. Because he probably couldn't do nothing about it. And he's like, what are you talking about? Oh, that's right. You don't know. Well, remember that incident with the, the car with the cameras? And things like, yeah? Well, my boy, you're gonna enjoy what I gotta say about her and her family. As Dick's like, what do you mean, off one? As he's like, oh, no grandfather, no grandpa, nothing. You're very rude. But, what can I say? You're my grandson, after all. He runs in the genes. I'm just very pissed that you didn't join the villain side. Come on, you can still join. You join now, I'll forgive everything that you did. How about it? As Zuko's like, never. As he spits on, off one. As off one, like, takes it, he's like, as he punches Izuku. And, multiple times, by the way. As Izuku's knocked out, as Alpha was like, that would teach him a lesson. Not to ever spit on his grandfather again like that. Toga, Dabi, Shigaraki, you can take care of him when he wakes up, but I want him alive. I don't want him to die. I'll enjoy this. As he walks out, well, teleported out with Kirigiri. As Shigaraki's like, this brat. Master seems to really make a liking to him. Even though he's his grandson, he doesn't care. That's why Master's the best. As Dabi was like, agreeing. Anyways, I guess we should just leave him alone for now. Toga, don't do anything to him. Understand? And she was like, yeah, I think you should come with us now. You should be in front so we can watch you. And Toga's like, come on, guys. I wouldn't do anything to Izuku-kun. I mean, look how adorable he is when he's sleeping. Come on, can I please take a picture? And I was like, no, let's go. And she's like, fine. Only because of Dabi says so. And she was like, wow, that's some fucked up shit. So, they leave. Deck is not that again. Okay. Let's cut to, let's say they finally tracked him down. But by the time they track him down, Deku will kind of know the truth about those silvers. And, yeah. Okay. So Rose is at home, just looking at pictures of Izuku that she took with him and of him. Now, there's pictures that they took together, obviously, because they're dating, but there's pictures that Izuku doesn't know about. And she has in her closet a box full of it. There's a picture of Izuku sleeping. There's a picture of him eating. There's a picture of him peeing, taking a shower. There's a picture of him getting naked. There's pictures of him, almost everything. He can't do shit without her taking at least one picture. Hell, there's a picture of him, digging his nose. Hell. There's a picture of him, like, fucking, I don't know. Yeah, just pictures of him. She was just looking at him saying, oh, my baby Zuko. She even had baby pictures of him. How the fuck she get baby pictures of him? Yeah. She about that life. Yeah. Anyways. As, that happens, right? So, we do have, Momo called Rose and she's like, yeah, what's up, Momo? And was like, they finally found out where Zuko could be. And she's like, wait, really? And she's like, yeah. They want you to come down, so yeah. And she's like, on my way. Or I don't know why I don't know. There's something to let it keep on going, I guess. She immediately fucking blitzed that bitch. She gets there like, what the fuck? Bitch, where you came from? Like, they're like, so, do you recognize this girl? It's Toga. Rose is like, no, I haven't seen her before. Why? He's like, well, here. We have a picture of her, going here. Do you know where this place is? I don't fucking know. I don't know what they'll call her for, but who cares? They found out where Zuko is. They go to the raid soon. Oh my, just like, can't wait to destroy them. It's just once and for all. Not like kill them, but like, just, yeah. So, let's cut to Zuko as he wakes up again. 3 days later. And he's like, yeah, damn it, again? What's with them and knocking people out? As Toga's like, you're awake. As she has knives. I mean, like kitchen knives, butcher knives, machetes, fucking all types of knives. Hell, she has plastic knives. I mean, like, yeah. And he's like, what are you doing? And she's like, well, Zuko-kun, you're too cute to pass out. And, well, I have to give you a little artwork before, they turn you into a ugly thing. I just want to admire your beauty, your cuteness. That Degu's like, he a little, Degu a little turned on. No cat, be a little. Um, I mean, I am too, but like, so, and he's like, okay. As of, she just starts stabbing Zuko like this. As she stabs in the leg, he screams. She's like, papa, no screaming, please. Not till I'm done. As she just starts cutting him, stabbing him, all that shit. As she's like, now for the masterpiece, Dobby, Shigaraki. And they both walk in. I guess it's time. As the Shigaraki starts decaying pieces of his body, Dobby just starts burning Deku. I mean, Deku screaming agony, total agony. I mean, this man's like, As of awful, one's like, all right, now, boy. And he's like, you. Well, if it isn't my grandfather, you finally show up. Oh, man, not finally. He's like, well, it isn't my grandfather. You showed up to see them torture me, huh? Sounds like you piece of scum. That's, awful. Like, I'm touched. You call me grandfather. Well then. But no. I came here to tell you the thing about the Silvers that you will not enjoy hearing. Your little girlfriend Rose. Yeah, what about her? I swear, if you touch her, I'll kill you. He's like, no. Even if we do touch her, she'll kill us. And it's just like, what do you mean? What are you saying? And he's like, well, my boy, the Silver, Rose, she's a daughter of, Jessica Silver. And Jessica Silver is, a ruthless, bloody, stone cold killer, my boy. As dude's like, what? What are you talking about? That's a lie. You're lying. All you do is lie. Her mother would never kill nobody. She's the sweetest person I know. As Alpha's like, yes, when she's controlled. Or when she doesn't see any other girl. You see, my boy, real girlfriend, she also is like that same thing. You ever notice how every time you talk to another girl, her emotions or her attitude change towards you? Yeah, I do. And he's like, good, you notice something. You notice how when, like that movie theater part. He's like, how do you know about, and he's like, my boy, I have eyes everywhere. And it's not a quirk. But I do keep track of you. Because you was always an excellent, you was just a person that I hold dear to my heart. Yeah, for experiment. He's like, bingo, you're right. That is true. But I also do care for your well-being. He's like, who else you thought was the one who protected you when your father be gone? Huh? And he's like, no, what are we talking about? And he's like, don't worry about it. Anyway, well, my boy, here's what I want you to do. I want to tell you this straight up now. Your girlfriend's a yandere. Sorry to tell you this, but your girlfriend, she's a yandere. And Dick's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, my boy, you're so dumb. It's funny. I'll let you figure that out on your own time. I think I'll let you go. And Dick's like, what? He's like, yeah. I think I'll let you go to the experiment table now. You really thought I was gonna let you go like that? Of course not. I'm a villain. And you, my boy, or my grandson, which makes you a villain as well. And he's like, no, that doesn't. And he's like, oh, but it does, Deku. You're a grandson of a villain. You're a villain too. You can't be a hero. This dude's like, I'll prove you wrong. I'll bring you down myself if I have to. And he's like, go right ahead. But for right now, as he snaps his fingers, he's like, take him to the experiment room. I want to have Dr. Ojiko work on him. Make sure he listens to my command. Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna hurt a whole bunch a lot. It's gonna hurt a lot, trust me. You're gonna be in agonizing pain, and we're not gonna knock you out or have you take pain pills or nothing. You're gonna indulge on the pain. Now then, take him to the doctor. He doesn't say Dr. Ojiko, he just said take him to the doctor. I thought that, he's in the doctor room. He's about to get experimented on. All of a sudden, knock, who's there? All Might. All Might's there. All Might destroys him. It's like, it was bah, 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 bah. Boom, 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 all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Bah, bah, bam. He fights All Might, all for one. Doesn't get the same speech, blah, blah, blah. The heroes find out where Deku is. They destroy that place, The doctor went to prison. Because why the fuck not? Because they saw him there. He was so focused on Zuko that he didn't know that they were being attacked. So, the doctor went to jail. Zuko was found, saved, covering all bruises, all cuts. As Zuko's like, worse, awful one. He's fighting All Might right now. You're no shit to go. You have to go to the hospital now. He's like, no. I have to say something to Awful One before I go. Take me there, please. Please. As they're like, fine. So they take him to Awful One. Awful One is All Might's like, what are you doing here? Take him back. Take him to the hospital now. This new Awful One. All Might, he's like charging him his one for all. 1,000,000%. I'm stopping. Fucking hate All Might. Let me stop. Actually, I do hate All Might though. But we're not gonna get to that. So, as all, Degu's like, Awful One. Grandfather. Everyone was like, grandfather. As Degu's like, you're wrong. I'll become a hero. Trust me. I'll become the #1 hero. And I'll prove you wrong. You piece of scum. As he, boom! Awful in the head. As goes, goes to the hospital and get healed. Voila. Rose was literally the first one in the hospital. I have no idea how, but she was in the first one. She was the first one. Within an hour, everyone else came in, but she was the first one. So, her and Deku talked. She was worried about Deku, all that shit. As Deku's like, Rose. And she's like, what is it, Zuko? He's like, I have a question to ask you. And she's like, what is it? And he's like, he's about to ask her a question. That's when his father come in and ruin the whole question thing. He's like, I guess I'll tell you. I guess I'll ask you later. And she's like, what is it? And he's like, anyways, hey Dad. As his father, like, Zuko. He's crying like a big baby. Zuko. And he's like, Dad? And he's like, yeah, Zuko. I thought I lost you. And he's like, I have a question. And he's like, what is it, Zuko? About my grandfather. And he's like, don't tell me. It was him, wasn't he? And he's like, yeah, how come you didn't tell me about it? And he's like, well, think about it. It's not easy to say, oh, hey, son, your father's the great villain, Awful One. How do you feel about that? Yeah, I guess that makes sense, actually. Yeah. You're not going to go brag about it, are you? No. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Exactly. Why would you? Yeah. As All Might comes in like, young Midoriya, I have a question to ask you. As Degu's like, oh, let me guess. You want to know if I'm the grandson of the great villain known as Awful One? And he's like, yeah. Are you? How? And are you working for him? And he's like, obviously not, All Might. I don't work for him. He just kidnapped me. How do you want to say I work for him? He kidnapped me. It's almost like, yeah. I forgot about that. My bad. It's kind of like a habit, Yeah, it's like, I should understand, All Might. You and my grandfather or mortal enemies. And he did tell me he did what he did to your sensei. And I apologize for our family history. Or my grandfather. I was warning how you got all them quirks. Not that many people are born with those. That dude's like, apparently. Anyways. So, what are you gonna do now? Arrest me? I'll be arrested if that means, everyone's safety. And it's almost like, of course not. You say you won't be a hero, don't you? As Dick is like, yeah, I do. I didn't know that my grandfather was the great awful one. If I would have known, I would have told you straight up. No cap. I would have fucking hired y'all motherfuckers. I would have called the cops. It's almost like, yeah, I would too. They talk. I was like, anyways, Izuku has to rest. So I think you all should leave. They're like, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, sure. So y'all leave as Rose is like there saying, I'll stay here, Izuku, just to keep you company. And make sure you keep resting up. Okay? As he's like, whatever. Rose, I have that question I need to ask you. And she's like, yeah, what is it? Have you killed anyone? As we're gonna stop right there. Hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And Happy New Year's, everyone. I know it's been late. I don't have to make any progress, but hey. Let me show you a little. Oh wait. All right. So within this video, I'm gonna give you a little thing of how this is gonna work for my what ifs. As you know, I am making a what if that he was Spider-Man. Now, let y'all know what this is gonna happen is. Basically, Deku's gonna be Batman, trained like Batman, skilled like Batman, smart like Batman, and have the powers of Spider-Man, smart like Spider-Man, and skilled like Spider-Man. So no, he's half and half. No. Still, yeah, the first video will be him fighting Scavenger. Scavenger is the mission between Vulture and Scarecrow. Now, I'll get into that later, but here's how it's all gonna work. Deku lives in New Gotham City. Now, New Gotham City is a mission between New York and Gotham, so the crime rate is higher. Yeah. A lot more businesses and shit like that. He lives there. Now, it might be like Deku might go to Japan and go to UA due to the fact that he's tracking people down, but I'll think about it. But he will be tracking 2 people down though. So, yeah, his whole life he's gonna be in New Gotham. But he's smart. His IQ's like high. It's high because due to the fact that Batman IQ's like 192 and Spider-Man is like 220, I think. Well, yeah. So his IQ is gonna be like 440. I'll make it that smart. And this is what his suit look like. Well, his final suit. His first suit would be like a homemade suit, sort of. Like, yeah. He'll be training underneath the great Ra's al Ghul. I call him Rage, but like Ra's al Ghul. He'll be trained by the great Ra's al Ghul, himself. Okay. Now, that's how that's gonna work. So his sensing will be like he can sense things pretty good because of that, but his spider sense will make it a whole nother level. He'll get bitten by a quirk spider. I mean, yeah, not radioactive quirk. Fuck it, because it's better. So this quirk spider will give him the power of all Spider-Man, except for the webs. He has to make them himself. And yeah, that's where his smarts come in. He makes all types of shit. I'll let y'all know that. But pretty much, he gains the ability of, Spider-Man, just a little more stronger. Well, 2 times stronger than regular Spider-Man. That's it. Yeah, that's all I had to tell you guys. And see you guys in that order, which should come out soon, actually. So bye.